Hi everyone, Daisy here with another layout share. I've been trying to do one a month and I missed February, so I think I'm going to end up doing 2 this month. Let me see if I can just zoom out a little bit more here. And so I'm going to do 2 this month. This album are layouts I think that I made in 2017. And I don't scrapbook chronologically, so basically they're in albums by when I made them, not when the picture was. Some of them are just completely random, thrown together, and I overpack my layouts. So these ones are a little bent because of, I'm assuming I have something bulky in here somewhere. I don't know, we'll find out. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of boy layouts in this one, so I'm excited because I'm trying to do more boy layouts, so hopefully I'll get inspired. So this one I did, and I think it might have been for Spiegelmom Scraps. Not 100% sure, because it was, 3 years ago or whatever. But I use, it looks like a lot of my stash items. So I have a lot of things from the Not Cool Kid. Oh my gosh. Boys Rule? I think it's the Boys Rule collection by Cray Paper. It's one of my all-time favorite collections. I bought it on digital, so I think I might have printed this paper out myself. But yeah, I just used a lot of things from my stash. These little cork stars and of course the sequins are from Spiegelmom Scraps. I used some corrugated paper here and some cut files. So this must have been after I got my silhouette portrait. But yeah, I mean, it's a Snapchat filter, of course, but it's so much fun, and I love how much fun he was having with it, and yeah. So this was, the photo was taken in November 2016, so this is one of the years where I was apparently trying to write the dates on things, so that's good. I know this paper back here, actually one of my all-time favorite papers is from American Crafts. It was one of their just hot buy pads I think I got at Michael's, so I have no idea what collection because it just says American Crafts on the front of it, and I don't have the front anymore. So next up we have this one. I'm pretty sure this was for some challenge that I don't remember. I don't know if these are sticking very well. Lots and lots of texture on this one. So this background paper here, this green one, is from, I'm pretty sure We Are Memory Keepers, Totally Tiffany collection or something about Tiffany, I think. And it has embossed sparkle on it. You can't see because it's in the page protector. I hope it's not glaring too bad. I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible. And I layered it up 3 times with some textured cardstock. Then I have this fun netted trim behind it. Everything's popped up on Fun Foam. I have some of these frames from Simple Stories. These thickers, I bought them. I have no idea why. I bought them because I like the font, but they're I am sorry, but ugly. They are ugly. They're snake skin or something. I don't know. They're just terrible. But I used some. And then just a bunch of random little stickers. I must have been really stash diving this day. These ones were one of the first ever chipboard stickers I ever bought. I have no idea what company they're from. The photos are from June 2013. They're having fun playing in the mud. They're just so cute. And then Spiegelmom Scrap sequins. So next up, this is from our trip to Disney World, and we went to Hollywood Studio, and they got up on stage and were fighting Darth Vader. And so where we were sitting, we got some great pictures of my daughter fighting Darth Vader, and she did an amazing job. She should definitely be a Jedi. Go Claire. And I think this might have been a scrap lift or scrap lift yourself or something like that challenge. So, I'm sorry, I have to keep drinking, otherwise I'm going to start coughing. I don't know why my throat is like super dry. But this was another Stash Dive thing. This is from like Cute Girl, I think. I have all of these little tile stickers. I still have tons of them. And this is from 2017. I still have like probably the same amount I had then. Bunch of little stickers and little pieces of cut aparts and things. I did stitch through the title here because those stickers were not going to stay down. And then stitched around here. This is from, I think, a Crate Paper, like, Hello Love collection, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I love how that looks. Then we have this layout. This was definitely a Spiegel Mom Scraps layout, if you couldn't tell from all of the sequin goodness. So my son, during swim lessons, I used washi tape. Wow, that's impressive. And I just made this wave pattern with the sequins and did it kind of in an ombre. And I love how sparkly and great this is. Another Stash Dive. Like all of this stuff is old stuff. I couldn't even tell you where most of it's from. Next up we have this one, probably again Spiegel Mom Scraps, I would imagine from the amount of sequins. And oh, so that picture of my son was from 2015, just in case you were wondering. This is from 2013. So this is one of those canvas frames. I'm pretty sure I got it in like a Scraptastic Kit Club when I belonged to them like way back when. I did a lot of Frankensteining on my letters here because I didn't have enough. 4x6, like the cutout cards, and then I did some mixed media on the background. I must have gotten like my first Shimmers products because I'm pretty sure Jenny B Blue back there, and I just sprayed it through a stencil. And then again, another Stash Drive. These are my absolute favorite, all-time favorite thickers. And just love them. I think I still have some. Like, I can't get rid of them. I love them so much. So I had made a little flower here out of some tissue paper. That's what it's called. And yeah, little flower there. It's flattened, but it's okay. It still looks like a flower. I had these teeny tiny little stickers that I got in like a planner box because I had belonged to like a Happy Planner subscription or something, and so I put a couple of those. They're just little bunny cheerleaders. I don't know if you can see it or not, but these ones, all-time favorite. Didn't have an A, covered it up with the flower, made it look like an A. Pretty sure that's a D, but yeah. Then this one, I must have had my mixed media out and said, hey, let's just go for it, right? So this picture is from 2009. This is when my youngest daughter was born, or right after. Oh, this was for Spiegel Mom Scraps. We were doing a collaboration with Wild Whisper, and it was to use cut files, and I did not have a cut file machine, so I'm pretty sure I just printed out one of the cut files and then cut around it. I didn't have one at this time. I did get one later this year, I'm pretty sure. So just again, these are stickers at the top and bottom. I can't remember which collection this is from, but I'm pretty sure it's an Echo Park collection. Spiegel Mom Scrap sequins all over the place because you can never have too many of those. This is a fun little cluster up here. I probably meant to do journaling, but I don't journal, so I always, not always, I tend to leave spots where I can do journaling, but then I never do it because I don't want to. And then these are another one of my favorite letter stickers. I don't know, I can't remember even what company, but they're just like an aqua glitter. This one was, I'm pretty sure, another Spiegel Mom Scraps after I got my silhouette portrait. So you can see I cut out all of these die cuts and put them on the Chamel paper. Made a little shaker pocket. I don't know, it doesn't shake like too much. I think some of the big sequins got stacked up there. So just a fun photo of my daughter, and a longer title here. And yeah, it was just fun to make. And this one I scrap lifted myself, And so I used this paper. This is from, again, another one of my all-time favorite collections, which is, oh man, now I can't even remember. But it's one of my favorite Christmas collections, which is probably why I can't remember, because I haven't pulled it out for a while. So anyway, it had all of these little scallop lines, and I just cut them apart and layered them. Fun title. I used these corrugated letters, which I love. I still have some. Spiegel Mom Scraps sequins, of course, and then some heart stickers. And it's just fun. 2016 is when this photo was taken. And she absolutely loves baking. We are actually baking again today. She's kind of like hasn't been doing it very much lately, and then just decided she wants to start doing it again. So, all right, this photo is from 2009. It's my husband and my son. Another kind of stash diver, but this is also for Spiegel Mom Scraps and that Wild Whisper collaboration, because these are one of their cut files that I just printed and cut out by hand. Used a lot of scrap paper, I can tell. Like this, I think, is Teresa Collins. I think this is Me and My Big Ideas. Don't remember what that is. This, I think, is from We Are Memory Keepers. This is a Michaels Hot Buy pad. And then, of course, Spiegel Mom Scraps sequins. I love these big gold stars. They're amazing. And I even used enamel dots. These are the only enamel dots that I really like to use. They're like the glitter ones, and I don't find them very often. Another one covered in sequins, of course. So just a bunch of layering. I'm not sure what this is for. This is from 2009, again, when my youngest daughter was just born. I used some tangled thread, like up behind my clouds. These are die cuts, I think, from like a Teresa Collins die cut pack. Maybe not Teresa Collins. I'm not sure now. Something like that. And I'm pretty sure a lot of these papers are from a Scraptastic Kit Club kit. This one's not. This is from Hello Love, I'm pretty sure. And this is from one of those hot buy pads. I think this one might have been like a crepe paper hot buy pad or something. But yeah, just a bunch of fun layers. I like this tag a lot. And some of this stuff, I mean, I had been hoarding for years, so it was nice that I got some used. I love this layout. This layout, I love it. I scrap lifted it a little bit, but I love this layout so much. So it's a picture of me and my son, and he was probably 1.5 years or so here, maybe 2. Yeah, so I used up a lot of my sassafras that I had left over. It was so sad to use. And then some basic gray. And then I don't remember where this paper is from, but these were from a Scraptastic Kit Club kit as well. And yeah, I just love so much. And I did this stitching, and I just I penciled it on and then poked my own holes and did it. And I just think it's so much fun. And the colors are lots of fun. And yeah, I just really like it. Another boy layout photo from 2008. He's showing us his muscles with his little fake tattoo there. Again, these are from the, I think it's the Boys Rule collection from Crepe Paper. A lot of the little cut aparts are from there as well. Maybe some from Cool Kid too. And then I have Spiegel Mom Scrap sequins and these cork stars. I miss the cork stars. Jody, if you're watching this, you should just bring them back. Like a limited time only release. I really like them. So this layout is super special. This is, I think, the first layout I ever made for Spiegel Mom Scraps. And yeah, I was so excited to get on the design team. It was my first ever design team, and it was just like so exciting, and I wanted to do such a good job, and I was like so afraid I was going to screw everything up. So she sent us our first packages, and I decided just to go for it. So a lot of layers, using up scraps. I love to use up scraps, and I've actually gotten away from it. You know, now having a Silhouette Cameo and stuff, I feel like I use a ton of cut files, and I don't do like my scrappy projects quite so much. But I am trying to get back into that this year. Kind of one of my not goals, because I don't set goals or scrappy goals, because then it messes with my creativity. I know might not make sense, but it does in my brain. So yeah, so anyhow, I'm pretty sure I cut this out of like a Chamel paper, like the Little by Little collection, and did some mixed media in the background. These are like fussy cut out. This is a fussy cut frame out of a Paige Evans paper, I'm pretty sure. And I just love the colors, and it's so bright and pretty, and I really like this picture of me, which is saying a lot because I never like pictures of me. So this, I think this photo is from what, 2015? Maybe? I don't remember now. All right, I'm assuming this was for like some monochromatic thing because it's all orange, or maybe I was just really feeling the orange this day. But yeah, just another fun Snapchat picture of my daughter. I used up one of these big titles, lots of sequins, some flowers, which that's kind of like a blast from the past there. I did alter one of these cork hearts. And then I think these are all from my mind's eye, like these big pieces. Like this one here, and these butterflies, and the little doily thing, I think are all my mind's eye. I had gotten something, I think, from Peachy Cheap or Tuesday Morning or something. So this one, again, using a lot of my stash and my scraps. Some of these cards, these are from my mind's eye again. This is October Afternoon, and then I just kind of paired it with things from my scrap bin. October Afternoon, October Afternoon, October Afternoon. I think this is Teresa Collins, maybe. This one might be too. I think this might actually be the other side of that paper. But yeah, just a fun layout about my dog. I don't even have really anything on here. Just a pretty picture of her. This one I think was also for Spiegel Mom Scraps, and using up a lot of my I think 6x6 paper pad strips. Like I had a bunch of scraps, so I just cut them into strips. These are all fussy cut out of a pattern paper from the Boys Rule collection. I used some like texture paste in the background through a star stencil. I cut all of these out using my Silhouette portrait, and yeah, just a fun title. We were at SeaWorld. This was 2016, and even though my son was a little big for the ride, he went on for my younger daughter because she was scared. So yeah, lots of fun there. And I don't know if I have videos for any of these. I feel like maybe I don't. No, there's definitely a couple of them I have videos for, but not all of them. So this is from when we were in Disney and Elsa. I'm sorry, worst Elsa. Like, okay, this is gonna sound terrible, but we were waiting in line for 2.5 hours to see Anna and Elsa. And right before we got up there, I saw them switch. Like, yeah. And we got like the B team Elsa, which is terrible. But I'm sure this woman is very lovely and very nice, but she did not make a very warm and inviting Elsa, which I know Elsa is like the, you know, queen of ice and everything, but my daughter was so excited to meet her, and like Elsa hardly said 2 words to her. Like, she just stood there and took her picture, and like Evie was scared to go up there, and she did not like encourage it, which I was super disappointed. But Anna, on the other hand, was amazing. Like, she was the best. Evie loved her so much. She didn't want to leave. It was like adorable. So anyhow, made this layout. Again, more scraps, more little pieces of paper, little things that I cut out of other pattern papers, Spiegel Mom Scrap sequins and the hearts and just lots of fun things. I did some splatters here. This was a scrap lift. So when I first started on Spiegel Mom Scraps, I did scrap lift Sundays. We don't really do that anymore. I loved doing it to start out with because then it kind of took the work out of it for me to come up with like original layouts every time, and like I was, you know, stressing out about it and everything. But it was nice when Jody said that I could do my own thing if I wanted. I didn't have to always scrap lift. So these photos are from 2014, just cute little umbrella photos, and I don't remember who I scrap lifted from. I just know I did scrap lift, so I'm pretty sure there's a video for this you can check out. If not, it's on my Instagram page. So yeah, just layered up some clouds and made the sequins look like rain, and then just pretty layers pretty much. So this layout I think was from, I did a random scrappy challenge with Marie's notes, and this was one of the layouts I'm pretty sure I created for that, and I can't remember what the challenge was. Maybe on a diagonal, maybe use multiple photos, I'm not really sure. But I used this fun Chamel paper and did some weird mixed media in the background, which don't really quite understand. But then used up a bunch of cork, and that was important. And then these little Imagine-us little pearl things with the, you know, it has like the heating tool that melts the glue on it. I used a bunch of those up too. This was a fun layout, and I don't know if I actually shared this layout or just maybe I just put it on my maybe I just put it on Instagram. But my husband caught a fish. So I love fishing, and he loves fishing only when he's catching fish, which is not always what happens when you go fishing. So this was just a fun day that we went out and went fishing, and he caught a tiny fish and was being funny about it. And so I did like this grid pattern. These are some it's watercolor paper that my daughter watercolored for me to use on a layout. And actually these clouds here were the same thing. She watercolored a bunch of watercolor paper for me. Maybe it's not even watercolor paper, it might just be regular paper. And wanted me to use them, so I used them on my layout. So I used these two squares are from there. And then Chamel Little by Little collection. Cut this out, and just a fun title. This is one of my favorite layouts, even though it's messed up. So I used stamps, lots and lots of stamps in different colors, and I went around in this heart shape. I did use this, it's like a rub-on, but it's in like a tape runner kind of machine, and that kind of screwed it up. I was not happy with that, but once I did it, I couldn't undo it, so I threw that away because clearly not functional anymore. I did get a couple other old rub-ons on here, and it looks super messy, but you can really see the photo. Again, some more of these little letter stickers I made. This is fringed. I cut the tag with fringe. I made a tag out of paper that I fringed, and then one of these crochet little hearts, which I think I'm gonna make some of these. So and this was another layout that I don't remember what it was for, but you can see there's a little rainbow here, and there was just like this freak storm. Our neighbors were actually moving, so there's a chair right there, and it was just like a random downpour. And so yeah, caught this beautiful picture. My daughter's looking at the rainbow. Used some stickers from an American Crafts like paper, or not paper, sticker thing that I think I got at Target in a dollar spot. And then some 6x6 papers and some mixed media in the background. And I made these little rosette flower things. I put pearls in the center. Oh, we're getting to the dusty part of the album because I'm going to sneeze, I think. So this layout, I'm pretty sure I did not share. It's on my Instagram, but it's like the second layout. I wonder if we're getting to the... What's causing all of these to warp so funny. So we had gone to Packer Family Night 1 year. We've tried to go other years, and we just have not been able to make it happen because either one of us have been working or we haven't like got into the tickets because it's kind of like once they announce them, you have to be on to buy them immediately. So this was 2012. My youngest daughter did not come with because she was only 2, and I did not feel like it would be a fun day with her. So I don't know, like some grid design here. Sorry. Used a bunch of green, kind of stuck in kind of one color area. And yeah, it was an awesome night. Like, we stayed almost all the way to the end. We left a little early because we didn't want to get caught up in traffic. Yeah, it was amazing. Like, they had, I think it was some Army personnel parachute into the, into the stadium, and they did fireworks and like the whole 9 yards. It was just amazing. And then this was the kids at the same event. And I just used some of these cork stars. I'm pretty sure these are from Scraptastic. I think they came in a kit. Uh-oh, I don't know. I don't think that's where that's supposed to go. Oh, but it's not coming off. Well, you can't read that. I think it says love. But, yeah, so anyhow. This was another one for a random Scrappy challenge, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember what the challenge was again, but I used scrap paper, tons and tons of scrap paper. I cut all of these little chevrons out, and then I cut all of these bits to go around the edge and sewed around them. Fun Snapchat filter. Not a great photo, but... And I just called it Taste the Rainbow. Maybe this was like a candy challenge. Maybe that's what it was. But I color matched like some sequins on here and then did a black background. I love black backgrounds. I try to do them more frequently, but sometimes it's hard to make it work for your project. So this one, I don't remember what it was for, but I did stitch all of these hearts on the background. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I penciled them in and then stitched them. And just did a bunch of layers. This is fringed because the paper was like printed fringe, and so I just cut each one of them apart. And that is Maggie Holmes, I'm pretty sure. Maybe this was like a monochromatic, and then I just kind of went off the... I don't remember. Here's another one. I feel like this was a sketch challenge, maybe, or maybe a multi-photo. So I just have these like really poor quality photos of my adorable daughter, and they are from 2012. And I just wanted to do something fun with them. So even though they're like really bad, I just figure if I print them out small and just get her adorable little face on there, it doesn't matter. So used up some stickers that I had been hoarding. I think this is Paige Evans papers. These are from Freckled Fawn. I had them forever. They're like a fabric almost, and I recently, not super recently, but like in the last 6 months came across them, and actually the fabric like removes from the like shiny part now, so I'm glad I kind of got those down before they started doing that. But yeah, just a fun, cute, adorable layout. This one, I don't remember either what it was for. I'm not happy. I'm really not. Okay, so I wanted to use this moon paper from Dear Lizzy, I'm pretty sure. And I had been hoarding it for so long, and I wanted to use it, and I wanted to use it, and I had this amazing idea on how I was going to use it like this, and it kind of has the phases of the moon, and then I like ruined it, I feel like, because I chose the wrong papers to go with it. So I'm not happy with this layout. It's adorable. I do really like the layout. I'm disappointed with how I used the moons. So these are from pictures from 2017. Like I said, I'm all over the place. I scrap whatever like makes me happy at the moment. So all over the place. This is a family photo from when we went to Florida the first time. We had never seen the ocean. Well, I had never seen the ocean. My kids had never seen the ocean. My husband may have. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember what he said. But anyhow, I used this yellow crepe paper in the background. This is actually a cut file that I hand cut using an X-Acto knife, so it looks a little questionable, but I mean, I think it's great for the fact that I cut it out by hand. Just some pretty papers and, some more scraps and from Hello Love and everything. And I really like how this turned out, and I love that photo. Another funny one of my daughter. This, I'm pretty sure, is a sketch from Creative Christine Davidson. I can't remember. Creative Scrappers, I think. That's sketches, and they don't do sketches anymore, which is super sad. But this is from 2013. My daughter went through a phase where she would only wear this visor. Like, she wanted to wear it everywhere, all the time. She never wanted to take it off. And so, I don't know, it was a few months, I want to say. It was her special visor, and she had to have it on. So, whatever. I used a bunch of, I think this is Dear Lizzie, like Lucky Charm, maybe. Yeah, and this was definitely the sketch, so I just kind of followed the sketch. This was for a monochromatic challenge, maybe, or no, just black and white, and I think this might have been a random Scrappy challenge one. I'm not 100% sure, but it's about me and my son from 2015. My daughters had gone with my husband to a Me and My Guy dance, and so we were home alone, so we watched Predator. Because, yeah, why not? He was, what, 12, 13 at the time. And, it's about time. When you're 12 or 13, you have to watch Predator. Because it's, like, the best movie. So that's what we chose to watch. I did forget a couple of parts where there's, like, naked people. So that was fun. But whatever, we got through it. I don't know what this is in the background, to be quite honest with you. It looks like maybe some texture paste or something. Like maybe I tried to do a stencil and it didn't work, so then I covered it up. But yeah, it's all black and white. There's some little silver like foiling in that paper, but otherwise all black and white. This is one of my dog. He always sits like this, like kind of off to one side, like he's lounging back just on his own. So I made my own little paws here out of just some scrap paper. I kind of cut them out and made them. And I have some of these puffy stickers and some more sequins. And then I needed some more little things, so I drew paws on here with some pen and then just kind of did like a hash mark to fill them in. But yeah. So this was the layout that I scrap lifted with that Christmas cookie layout earlier. I love this layout. So this was a Maggie Holmes paper, and I cut apart all of the little scallops and then just layered them up behind. I used some crepe paper. Was this Maggie Holmes or was this crepe paper? I think it was Maggie Holmes. I don't remember now. This is from Cute Girl, I'm pretty sure. I don't know where these hearts and things are from. I don't remember. Maybe Hello Love? I don't remember exactly. But yeah, I really love the way this layout turned out. It's one of my favorites. Ooh, so this one. So I wanted to do something special with those roses. It's a Paige Evans, and it's got like the little marks like it was cross-stitched, and so I decided just to watercolor over it, and it didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it, but it's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to turn out. So I did do a little, like, I cut these out and then put them on another sheet of paper and then kind of did like an outline around it to make it kind of more watercolory. I used some washi tape, it looks like. This I'm pretty sure is Bella Boulevard. And then I layered up my background paper, which was like this bright floral, with a piece of vellum to kind of dull it a little bit because I really wanted these flowers to stand out. This picture is from probably 2011, I would imagine. 2011, somewhere in there. Just me and my daughter. Just pretty by the flowers. I really like it a lot. So this one is lots of fun. I mean, look at these feathers. So I had gone to a scrapbook, the Scrapbook Expo in Milwaukee, and bought a bunch of stuff. A bunch of Teresa Collins, My Mind's Eye, and then I got like a Bella Boulevard pack, and the feathers were in it, and so I'm like, well, let's try to use some of these. Paired it with some, is this Snow and Cocoa? I want to say it's Snow and Cocoa. Yeah, I think so. And then some October Afternoon. These are from Fancy Pants. This I'm pretty sure is Heidi Swap. So I just kind of went all over the place here. But just a fun layout. I didn't put the date on it, so I'm not sure. I would say probably 2014, 2015. This is a picture of my bestie and me at a Christmas party, and I just kind of did this design. I don't know what that is. From the photos from 2016. I don't know if I ever shared this layout, or I can't remember what I made it for, but I would say it's for a monochromatic thing because, I mean, it's green. I don't ever use green, but yeah, I think it turned out really nice. Another of my puppy, like, I love her so much. So, I don't remember, again, I'm pretty sure this is for some challenge somewhere. And I used some Maggie Holmes papers, and I don't usually use Maggie Holmes papers. They're a little too like vintagey for me, but every now and then, you know, you see a swan paper, why not? We'll just use it. I used up some of these tassels, which were also another thing I was really struggling to use, but I like how it's kind of hanging down there. And a little puppy sticker of a dog because it's cute. And this is one of those layouts that I absolutely loved and other people not so much, which I don't know. What's wrong, other people? I'm just kidding. So, again, I can't remember what this was for, but this was a Snapchat filter. And she took 2 pictures of herself, and so there was 4 of these in each photo. And then I just cut them apart and kind of layered them together in rainbow order. And yeah, did black and white in the background. And I don't know, I thought it was super fun. This one, not very happy with either. Like, it didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to. So my daughter and one of her friends and my younger daughter were in the police car on it was the Tough Kid Challenge. So like it was like a Tough Mudder kind of thing, but for kids. So it was, you know, way back down. And they had the police there, and so you could kind of check out their cop cars and everything. So I thought it'd be fun to do a stay in school layout, but again, it didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to. I used this paper from Sassafras, and it's just a little too creamy, I think. And then I used all these little cut apart things from Cute Girl. And yeah, just layered up some things. Not my favorite, I'm not gonna lie. I do, however, love this layout. So another one of my son using a bunch of scraps and trying to use up a bunch of things. I don't know where I got this color scheme from, but it works for the photo, so we're gonna go with that. This is sassafras paper. I still have, it was from the, like, what, Bungle Jungle or something like that, and I still have a bunch of it because I can't get rid of it, even though it's not really my style anymore. So every now and then I pull out some and I'll try to use it. But yeah. And he, yeah, just a fun photo of my son. So this was when I was trying to do some more mixed media things, and so this is from 2009. These pictures are from 2009. It's my youngest daughter, right after she was born, and yeah, so I did this stitching on this heart and then did some watercoloring around it, and just kind of layering up some things. I got some of these gold hearts from Cute Girl on them, and yeah, just random other things, these tassels. Kind of wish there was another one of these hearts over here, but Spiegelbaum scrap sequins and a bunch of splatters and things. This layout was for some sort of challenge. I want to say maybe a sketch, but I can't remember exactly. Used another one of those crochet hearts. These are just American Crafts out of one of those Hot Buy pads again, some rub-ons and washi. Wow. I had gone through and made a whole ton of these bows, like hand-cut bows. Yeah, this one's made out of a polka dot vellum. I really love that. I think I'm going to make some more soon. Stay. So this one is at my daughter's my older daughter's birthday. We set up a selfie station, and they all have masks on, and I created this using a tablecloth, like one of the plastic ones from the dollar store, and I just wrote on it Claire's 11th birthday, and then we bought a bunch of masks and other props for them to use, and then in the background we bought all of these like a rainbow colors worth of tablecloths, the plastic tablecloths, and hung them up on the wall so that when they took a picture it would be rainbow behind them. Yeah, that was super fun birthday, like for me too, not just the girls, but for me too. She had like 4 or 5 people spend the night, and it was just lots of fun. So I did a lot of color on here because it was a rainbow layout, so I might as well go all rainbowy. And then last layout for this album is this one. We were in Myrtle Beach, and we had bought these like ridiculously big straw hats because we're from Wisconsin, and well, me and one of my daughters are super fair skinned, and we burn like crazy. My other 2 kids, not so bad. My husband is kind of borderline sunburn. But yeah, so we bought these big hats to try to avoid the sunburn because it was getting a little crazy. And so we were driving one day. I don't remember where we were going, and they were taking turns wearing all of the hats. And they were just being silly in the car. So yeah. And so that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the flip through. I'm going to be doing another one hopefully this month. Like I said, we'll have to see how things go. But yeah, so this was my Layouts Made in 2017 album. So if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again next time. Bye!